Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Shauna. Let's get into this. So, hi guys, how are you doing? It's Shauna here, it's your host. I know it's afternoon. I was actually coming back from working out at 12 and I was like, oh snap, I should have went and did this earlier, right? And went and worked out. But I wanted to come on today and talk about plans. 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 When you are making plans, two things that you should be looking out for. One, you want to know if the Most High actually has given you the permission to do whatever it is that you are doing. Secondly, I think it's important to find out if it's, attached to your purpose, a part of your purpose. Well, in a nutshell, if it's something that the Most High is telling you to do, it's definitely has got something to do with your purpose, right? I try to not lay it on so thick with the deep stuff because, I know some people can get lost, and I'm asking him to give me topics that will essentially assist me with conversations that make sense, that are everyday topics and not so far gone, that I'm losing people. It's fine because I know that the people that are listening are already spiritually tapped in, so I won't be losing anybody that much. But just for any newcomers or people who are interested, they're probably going to be confused, okay, what exactly is she talking about, right? The main thing that I did want to discuss, that I felt the Most High definitely wanted me to talk about today, because he didn't give me a topic until earlier this morning, around 6 o'clock this morning. I got the topic, and it's weird because usually I get the topic early on throughout the week, but this week it wasn't like that. I really think that was to kind of get with me also. Remember guys, these topics are not just about you. I'm a part of the collective, so I don't throw myself in it, but I know that most of the time when the Most High is giving me something, it's something that he wants me to be paying attention to, right? It's not always about if other people relate. It's also about me being able to regurgitate the information 20 times over, because it has to be relatable to me in order for me to convey the information, right? So there's never going to be a time I'm going to be talking about a topic that I haven't experienced or I don't know enough about to give sound advice on, right? All of my topics are based on what I know by experience and by me following my gut and my guides, because I've been doing so for so long. This is not some new journey that I just decided to embark on last month or last year. The spiritual thing runs rampant in my family. A lot of us are dreamers, clairvoyant, clairaudient. It's deep, right? Not everyone uses their powers for good. And this is not just my bloodline. A lot of our bloodlines are rich with witches, white and dark, right? So I think it's important to really, really, and this is just kind of, it is essentially going back to the beginning topics and just really, really building that relationship with the Most High to see what it is that He has in store for you, because we all have different journeys. But the coolest thing about it is that everything is connected. This timeline is shared and occupied by many different dimensions and aspects of who we are on this timeline and all of the others, and they mesh well together pretty well. I mean, we didn't create it, so we don't really have a good idea of what it really is about, or how to properly navigate it without proper instruction, right? So I think that's the first thing, to really build on your relationship with the Most High, to find out if what it is that you're doing is actually necessary, right? Because sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we're upset, and it's simply because we've been wasting our time. I mean, of course, every loss is a lesson, more so than a loss, but some things are simply avoidable, and lessons that we don't have to keep learning again in different forms. So I think it's important to take this away, if you don't take anything else, to build up that relationship with the Most High, to find out what it is that He wants you to be doing. Like right now, I know my job is not like the end all be all where He wants me to stop and just be there forever, right? I know that there's a spiritual connection that I'm supposed to be making, and meeting certain people, you build, and it's not just for you, it's not just for them, it's a collective thing. So this goes back to just pretty much seeking the opportunities to build with whomever, is willing to open that door, and it's a healthy two-way street. I think those are the important things and the easier aspects of, visiting any kind of spiritual place that's taking you out of your current reality, or where you're actively seeking that, or where you're currently practicing higher levels of consciousness, especially when you're kind of like the only one doing it. It'll make you the oddball. It'll make you uncomfortable. It'll make you kind of really not have an idea of what it is that you should be doing at that time. For me, like I said, I await instructions. So I know sometimes a lot of things may be weird, like, why is she doing that? Or why, what is she going to gain from doing that? Trust me, I was instructed to do everything that I've been doing for the past year, 2 years. I'm not going to say that everything's gone perfect. I believe in the Most High. So much so that I know my situation will change, but currently it is what it is, and I have to follow His voice if I am to be successful in any form of fashion, right? A lot of us don't have that in us at all. That's just the bottom line, and it's really, really important to tap in. Your ancestors are not your only angels. You have other angels that can provide you with different tools and information to grasp what it is that you may need, to move on to the next phase of your life, or you'll keep going through the same circles and seeing the lesson, but not actually, like, literally learning from it. So I think that is another important factor, just pretty much being able to communicate with the Most High. I think a lot of people, have it in their minds that, okay, I'll pray today and I'll ask God to help me out today. But then it's like, okay, what about tomorrow? What about, what about all these other things that are contributing factors to your growth and who you are currently and who you are trying to be, right? Because a lot of people, it's like, oh, it's not this. No, every little step is a contributing factor to what it is that's going on. You know, like, of course, we're human. We're going to fall short. But the main goal is to be on the road, on the way to your destination via directions from the Most High. If you feel you don't have that relationship, build it, you know. Start off by talking to the animals if going directly to him is intimidating or too much. You could, start with the animals. You could start planting. You could water plants. You could feed the birds or the stray cats or the dogs or a homeless person, or just randomly go into a church and ask if, you can sit in the service. Praying is not hard. It's literally just a conversation between you and the Most High. But I understand a lot of people don't even know where to start with that, whether it's been too long or they just simply haven't been taught, how to go about praying and opening up that communication line with the Most High. I know that a lot of people believe that, I don't know how to pray, but I'm telling you, opening up your heart and just talking is prayer. Not under the influence or anything like that. So, like I said not under the influence of anything like that. So I think it's important to really pay attention to the most obvious things, the most important things. What can you do right now to start, navigating and moving towards those things? And really just taking it all in, and really utilizing the information that you're being given. And if it's from the Most High, it'll always be uncomfortable and beneficial later. It'll be like uncomfortable in the beginning and beneficial later. It's always a process. With the enemy or the lower levels, it's always pretty easy and pretty vain. So yeah, I think it's pretty important to really get a good idea of what it is that the Most High wants you to be doing. Because not only would you be wasting time, you would literally not be interacting and linking with the people that the Most High needs you to at a particular time. So that's the thing. But in a nutshell, I think it's really important to just really know how to reach out to God and just start there, because if you don't know his voice, you're not gonna know who it is telling you anything, right? But overall, this is a topic that I really think the Most High had me bring up to kind of reel people back in, because since Ramadan, it's been crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. We're at 14:10. I just wanted to check in with you guys, spread a little love and information and knowledge, and hopefully that information can be turned back to me. I love learning new things also. I really do hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I hope you are enjoying your Sunday right now, drinking your water, minding your business, eating your fruit. I hope all is well, going well, and I hope that what I just discussed is able to assist you in some kind of way. And just check out the other segments. You never know what you may come across. Okay? I love you guys. Like I said, have a good weekend. I hope all is well. And much love. Peace.